Hey everybody, this is Beginners and Winners. If you're new here, subscribe and turn on bell notifications. That way you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. The verse for this video is Matthew 10:31 through 34. Today we're going to be talking about stock talk, stock lingo, some abbreviations that you need to know. ER is earnings report. ITM, in the money. Most of in the money and out of the money, usually used for like stock options, but obviously in the money, like you're making some money, you're out of the money, your portfolio's down. PM is pre-market. Pre-market, I mean overseas their time's different, and here 4 o'clock could be something different over there or whatever the case. Our pre-market is 4 in the morning. AH is after hours. After hours from 4 to 8. Some platforms you can't trade during these pre-market and after hours times. Dexter, would you settle down? Oh. These two, Weeble, I have the link down in the description. You can sign up and you get a free stock. And if you, I think they're still doing it, if you deposit your first 100, you'll get another free stock. And they'll allow you to trade from 4 a.m. to 8 instead of only between market hours. So that's what I really like about Weeble. Stock split, that's the good stock split. You don't want an RS, which is reverse stock split. Stock splits can range from 2 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to 1, whatever they want to do. Like with Tesla, their recent stock split was, I think, 5 for 1. And then Apple had a stock split, but a reverse stock split, they'll take your shares and just give you one. Like this other company that I posted early on my Instagram about a reverse stock split, to try to warn people to get out of it or don't buy it. It did a 10 for 1. So every 10 shares you had, they gave you one. So they took 10 of yours and just gave you one. An SSR and an SS, a short sell restriction, and the short squeeze or a short seller. The short seller is somebody who shorts a stock, like the GameStop incident and the AMC. And AMC squeeze is really close to happening again. Short sell restriction, that's a restriction on the short sellers, so they can't buy any shorts. And then it could be a short squeeze instead of a short seller. Squeeze is where somebody borrows a stock at, say, $10, and it drops to $1, and then they'll buy it back and return that borrowed share. Well, the squeeze that happened, they bought here and it started going up, so they had to give that share back at some point. And they have a certain time frame, and they can get it extended, or if that happens, it causes a squeeze. So you got buyers coming in buying, and then the short seller that's trying to buy down here, he has to buy up here, so it just causes it to squeeze and go straight up. YMCA squeeze. So the short sell restriction kind of prevents that, so you can't short sell. These aren't all of them. These are just some basic ones that I kind of wanted to go over. I wanted to go over the AMC short squeeze because a lot of people are talking about it. There's some videos that you can look up, and they're talking about if this keeps happening, if people keep holding, if people keep buying. And I think it was today or yesterday, somebody dumped a lot of their shares, and a lot of retail investors picked them all up. If you just keep holding, if you're holding them right now, don't sell until you really think that you can't hold it any longer. You just think you need to sell, go ahead and sell. That's one thing that you need to remember is don't get greedy. There's been plenty of times where I'm making $100, even though that doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say $100, and I keep it, thinking it's going to go to 200 or 300, and then I'll look back and it's only $20. So instead, I could have just sold it, made 100. Don't be greedy, and then buy back into it and make another 100. Buy back into it and make another 100, or whatever the case. Don't think that if I'm making $100, I'm gonna make 200 or 300 or 400. That stock is other people just like me and you, just like hedge funds, just like anybody else, are trying to make profits at the same time you are, trying to hold just like you are, trying to buy into it just like you are. You have to think ahead of time and think like other investors are doing the same thing you're doing. It could make you a living. This could get you to retire, or this could fund your new business. But it's all about how you perceive it. If this is just something that you want to do for long term, then set up a strategy and set up your account based on that. If you want to day trade with it, learn a good day trading or swing trading strategy. It's all about figuring out what you want to do with it. And I hope, for especially new investors, that this helps. These are just some basic ones that you need to know, like just like the pre-market, after hours. And I'll write these down real quick. 4:30 a.m. to 9:30. 9:30 is when the stock market starts. After hours is from 4 p.m. And this is like Eastern. So like other time zones, it's going to fluctuate, and you just have to think, well, if it's Eastern, it's at 8. With these times, Webull will let you trade on these times. Other ones won't. Robinhood won't let you. Stuff like that. Alright, thank you everybody. Like, subscribe, share. I got some links in the description. I got a live Facebook church service if you don't have a church. Thank you everybody. God bless.